So now that the August rom-com trios come to an end, there is a new trio that came. And what's funny is although all of them have the romance tag, not a single one is rom-com, which could be a good thing because the August rom-com trio did let me down a little bit. You'll get my full thoughts for No Gain No Love and Love Next Door. I think I'm gonna skip Cinderella at 2 a.m. because there just isn't much to say about it. So we're just gonna get right into the first one, which as you can see is The Judge from Hell. So this started airing around September 21st. It has the most episodes out with 4 total at the time that I'm filming this. It's got an 8.6 on my drama list, which is honestly higher than I'd expect because I didn't realize people like this genre so much. It's airing on SBS in Korea and it's available to stream on Disney Plus and Hulu. This drama is around 70 minutes per episode and it's slightly shorter than the average drama with 16 episodes because this one only has 14, and this is a Friday-Saturday drama. So the plot follows Kang Bin-na, who is an elite judge with a beautiful appearance, but she's a demon. Her mission as a demon is to kill evil people who lead other people to their deaths and don't reflect on their actions. She sends these people to hell afterwards. One day, Kang Bin-na meets Han Da-on. He has a friendly and gentle personality. As a detective, his mind is sharp and he has a keen sense of observation. But he carries pain inside that nobody knows about. After Kang Bin-na and Han Da-on met with each other, their lives changed greatly. So for the thoughts, for first pro is I love Park Shin-hye. She is literally just like my childhood queen. I remember when she was just in like Heartstrings, You're Beautiful, just like I grew up on K-dramas of that era. So I'm super, super biased and I really, really like her. And this is her first time not doing the poor girl, rich guy drama. And so it's really refreshing. And since I really like her, so that's why I'm really biased towards her character and I really adore it. And honestly, yeah, the villain role suits her so well. Like she's so good at it. Just like the way she acts and the way she looks. Like in general, people criticize her acting, but I feel like in this one she's really showing why she's a veteran in this industry after all. Another thing I like is the chemistry between Chaeyoung and Shin-hye. As actors, I think they look really good together. I'm honestly really surprised to find out that he's older than her because Shin-hye's been in this industry so long. I thought of course she had to be older than him, but no, he's older. And then I just think they look good together and their characters. I love a good bad girl with a good boy. It's like my favorite trope. I hate it the other way, especially, so that's kind of why I'm a little bit biased for this dynamic. And then another aspect I like is the plot involves some morally gray areas, and I love a good like questioning morality kind of show because morality is something that I like think about a lot and I like to talk about. So I really like that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how they kind of attack the subject and kind of like what messages they're trying to send with this drama. And then lastly, one thing that's really funny is I think the comedic timing of this is really good. I feel like that doesn't really make sense considering it's not a comedy at all and it's like not in the tags whatsoever, but I think because it's so serious, whenever you have a lighthearted moment it comes off really funny. Bin-na in general is really funny because she's so carefree and she's kind of doing what she wants and we just love that attitude for her. And yeah, we love that power dynamic where she's better than everyone else and she knows it. So yeah, there's just like some fun moments there, and her little gang is also really cute and funny. Nothing too deep there, but you know, they're good comedic relief, I guess. And so for cons, and the main reason I don't really love this drama, even though I said such good things about it, is that I do not like this genre and it's really not growing on me at all. It's really the action that I am getting really sick of. I know some people really, really like seeing her beat up on these bad guys for like 20-30 minutes, but to be honest, it's just too much for me. I'm also very squeamish, so it's just hard to watch and I find myself fast forwarding through a lot of it. I really want to see more in terms of plot development related to characters rather than just her beating up on these evil people. And low key, I don't see so far that there are a lot of messages when she's doing it. She's just kind of doing it just to do it. And I guess some people are very satisfied to see it, but if there's no like, I don't know, emotional reason or like plot coming through or message that it's sending, I'm kind of just like, oh, there's like no purpose to this. It's pretty impressive for something in this genre that I wouldn't like, and I'm probably going to finish it off for Park Shin-hye. I think I wouldn't have even picked this up if there was no romance tag at all, but I am looking forward to seeing how the relationship develops and how Kang Bin-na as a person changes. So I think I'll stick around for that, but my rating right now is only a 7.5 out of 10. And that's honestly really close to like my dropping area because yeah, this isn't my genre. So Yep, that's that. And so next up, we have Dear Hyeri, and this started airing September 23rd and has 4 episodes currently out. It's got an 8.1 on my drama list, which is actually lower than I would expect, but I know why people don't like it, and I'll explain that a little bit in the cons. This is an even shorter drama with only 12 episodes, and this is a Monday-Tuesday drama airing on ENA. The writer is Hangaram, who also wrote When the Weather is Fine, and I've heard pretty good things about it, so I feel like this drama should be okay, and I'm not too concerned that it'll go downhill. So the plot follows Joo Eun-ho, who is an unknown announcer with 14 years of experience. She struggles to get the chance to have her name recognized by the public. She also has another personality, Joo Hyeri, due to a deep wound in her heart. Her alter ego, Joo Hyeri, is super positive and works as a parking attendant. Jung Hyun-ho is Joo Eun-ho's ex-boyfriend. They dated for a long time but broke up. He became a star announcer as soon as he joined the broadcasting station and is the most liked announcer by the public. But Jung Hyun-ho also carries a hidden wound in his mind that he's never shown to anyone. Somehow, Joo Eun-ho and Jung Hyun-ho reunite and help to cure each other's wounds. So for the pros, I love a good mental health drama. Like literally my favorite drama of all time is It's Okay, That's Love. So I am very, very into the whole mental health dramas, especially as someone who is going through it all the time, you know? And so far, I really like how it's being handled. I think there's a lot of dialogue that really hits my heart, and yeah, it doesn't seem like it's over romanticized. I don't know how realistic it is because I don't really know much about dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes and the kind of the message it leaves and the emotion it brings me. So yes, kind of excited because I love this subject. So another reason why I really love this is because I love Shin Hae-sun. I've like watched almost every single one of Shin Hae-sun's works, and so that's also one reason that I'm really looking forward to this drama, because I think Shin Hae-sun is really good at choosing works. Like generally none of them are super, super disappointing or bad. I mean, I didn't really like Welcome to Samdari, but you know, other than that, it's like pretty good. And since I'm already such a big fan of Shin Hae-sun, I think that's a big reason why I'm a fan of her character. But on that note, again, I really love flawed female leads who, yeah, they're just kind of terrible, but you know that they're working on it. You see their struggles and you're going to see them grow. That's something that I'm really excited to see. And yeah, I'm really, really rooting for Joo Eun-ho as a character. Joo Hyeri is like adorable and we love her, and she's just so unique, and I love a good unique character too because, you know, I've watched dramas for a really long time. But yeah, I already have my heart with Joo Eun-ho, and yeah. And then so for my last pro that I know a lot of people would disagree with is I love the chemistry between Joo Eun-ho and Jung Hyun-ho. I know a lot of people are on Team Kang-hoon, and I will get a little bit more into this, maybe in a full review or just in the cons at least a little bit more. But I love a good long time exes getting back together because I'm pretty sure that's where this is going. I would be very upset if it doesn't go that direction, even though I know other people would be really happy if they don't go in that direction. But I love a man who only loves one woman, and I love the entire concept that with a long-term relationship, it's so hard for you to let go. And I really like that idea of having a relationship that you're very secure that it can't like just end. Because yeah, that's like, I think the thing with relationships is it's really sad that it could just be over. Like you built all this love and affection for like this many years and it can just end so easily like that. Because in the end, like with a romantic relationship, you're just strangers if you're not dating kind of thing. Yeah, but obviously this is like the good sense, because in the other sense, if you want to break off a relationship that's long, that would be really unfortunate. And then on that relationship, one reason that I also really like the longtime exes getting back together is because they have this bicker and banter and this comfortability that I really love about relationships. I mean, I'm not a big fan of like cheesy, cutesy things because it's just, I don't know. One thing is I feel like it's a little bit immature, and for me, I really like the depth of a relationship, like the emotions involved and just like the deepness of the love and emotions felt, you know. I don't know if any of that makes sense. But yeah, so since they're exes, they have that bicker, so they've got a little bit of the enemies to lovers, even though they're originally lovers. So it's really like a lovers to enemies to lovers again, I'm pretty sure. And on that note, although I love the chemistry between Hyunho and Joo Eun-ho, I also really like the chemistry between Joo Hyeri, who's literally the same person, and then Joo-yeon, who is played by Kang-hoon, even though I didn't mention. I think they didn't mention it in the synopsis, but Kang-hoon plays Joo-yeon, who is also an announcer, and Hyeri has a crush on him. But obviously Eun-ho is with Hyunho, so it's this weird love triangle, even though Hyeri and Eun-ho are their own people. So it makes for an interesting dynamic that we haven't really seen before. And it's also this like little shipping war between the same girl shipped with two different guys. But obviously Hyeri isn't, I guess, the real version, unless she is, but I guess we have to see the plot where that takes it. But yeah, so I am really invested in Hyeri and Juyeon, but I don't ship them, and ultimately I care more for Eunho's character, because between someone that helps others, Hyeri helping Juyeon get over his trauma, I would rather see Eunho get her help, because Eunho is also struggling and needs it. So since she is our main character, I would rather see her happy than to see Chuyeon happy. So that's also the reason why I like the Eunho Hyunho love line. I think I have to go more in depth with this after the entire drama finishes, because I know this is like a source of a lot of debate amongst the people watching it. But yeah. So then I guess we'll lead on to the cons, and the main one that people really don't like this drama for is Hyunho. So I'll have to start first by saying that the actor playing Chung Hyun-oh is Lee Jin-wook, and basically he was involved in the sexual assault rape scandal, and if I'm being honest, I cannot tell if he actually did do anything wrong. There's just a lot of back and forth, because basically he didn't get punished for it, but the wording of the trial is a little weird, as if they're just like, oh, you can't say that he didn't rape her, and then you can't say that he did, which is kind of weird. And then I guess there's also this thing about how they had like, it was a friend of his, and then they had like maybe lunch the next morning, and I don't know if I'm giving false information, because I generally couldn't figure it out, but if someone can clarify for me what's going on, then I just will have to let go of him a little bit as a character, which is also going to reduce my enjoyment of the drama, unfortunately. So just wish everyone had their clean backgrounds. Why do men have to be so terrible sometimes? We're just gonna ignore that bit for a second, but people really hate his character. I feel like it has to tie in with the actor, but another reason is that he's kind of mean to her. And if I'm being honest, some people put up with weird stuff. Like, if I'm being honest, Love Next Door, Chung Hae-in as Seung-hyo is a much worse character than Lee Jin-wook playing Chung Hyun-oh. Like, Hyun-oh, I feel like you're right, he does say some really shitty stuff, but ultimately he's known Joo In-ho for a while, so I think he has some sort of sense of where not to cross the line, but also because there is love and hate mixed together, I think that's also why he can come off as worse at times. I mean, I have this entire like review about their entire relationship in depth, probably coming out when the drama finishes, so I can give a nice little summary about everything. But yeah, so far there are actually no cons for me, and I'm really enjoying this. Honestly, episode 4 took me away. There's a scene that everyone really hates, but I will defend. But that's gonna be later, or I don't know, maybe I'll make a TikTok about it or something. But yes, so right now my rating is a 9, and I'm really looking forward to where this goes, and I really hope it doesn't disappoint me, because yeah, we're still early in the stages to know which direction it's going to take versus being like a terrible drama and then like a good drama. So yes, we'll have to see. Okay, and lastly, we have What Comes After Love, and this aired September 27th. For some reason, it already has 2 episodes dropped, even though it looks like it's supposed to be 1 episode per week, but maybe the first week they just had 2, so that was why. And it has an 8.5 on my drama list. This one is on Coupang TV, and this is a very, very short drama with 6 1-hour-long episodes. This one is adopted from a novel called 사랑 후에 어느 것들, which literally translates to What Comes After Love, and it's written by Kong Ji-young and Suji Hitonari. So the plot is Choi Hong is a Korean student studying in Japan. She meets Aoku Jungo and they fall in love with each other, but they break up due to different thoughts about love and practical problems. 5 years later, Hong and Jungo meet in Korea. So for my thoughts, I love the chemistry. I think they really look good together, and he's very, very attractive man. And then I also really love angst dramas because yeah, they're like broken up. Again, I really love a good exes reuniting. But we actually aren't sure if they're actually going to reunite, but I like the concept of exes reuniting a lot. So there's that, and it's just filmed, and then this will go on to cinematography, but it's filmed in a very dark and romantic way, I'd say. There's a lot of narration. I think I've mentioned in previous reviews, but I really love a good narration because I think it always helps reveal the character's inner thoughts, and it's just always spoken so pretty, I guess, and especially I think the dialogue in this is really good as well, and they have really beautiful metaphors because they're both involved in like literature. Like he's a writer and she's like working at a publishing company. So yeah, I think there's a lot of really beautiful dialogue and monologues. And then my last pro, which is one reason I really like this, is the unique setup. I think it's really common for people to study abroad, but this is the first drama that I've seen where it takes place in Japan and the female actress who's Korean is speaking Japanese. And then also the actor is actually Japanese. Well, Seo-young is Korean. So I really think that's a really cool setup they have going on. So yeah, it takes place in Japan and also takes place in Korea. And it also features like an international relationship, which I think is really refreshing to see. And yeah, that's also one reason that I'm like so interested in this drama is because of the unique setup. up, they look good together, and yeah, I like seeing the very global aspect of it. And then so for the cons, I think the only one is the potential for a sad ending. I don't like sad dramas, which is why I mainly watch rom-coms, even though this month is no rom-com, just romance. I hope it doesn't end on a sad note because I feel like I've already witnessed a lot of sad endings in dramas and I don't really want to see that. And yeah, you know, I keep talking about them reuniting, and in the end I'm rooting for this couple even though she does have a boyfriend, or she's getting married in the drama actually. So they've broken up and she's like in the middle of getting married, but she still has lingering feelings or whatever, which is a little bit hard of a watch because you shouldn't do that to the other guy because the other guy did nothing wrong. But yeah, I just hope it's handled well. And yeah, we'll see if they have this entire setup and then just leave us on a sad note, because then I will be a very unhappy person. And so yeah, my rating for this is currently at an 8. So yes, that is kind of everything airing right now. I would say if it wasn't already clear, Dear Haiti I think is really, really good. Out of all the dramas, I really recommend you should watch this. And I have to defend it though because it does have aspects that come off really poorly, but you know, my opinion is my own, your opinion is yours, you know, that's what it's like. So then I would say I'd recommend Dear Haiti followed by What Comes After Love, and then I would watch The Devil's Judge if you're into that genre. But if you're not into that genre, I wouldn't really recommend. Like, I'm barely watching it because I really, really like Park Shin-hye. But yeah, that is all for September dramas that I'm like really into right now. And I should be coming out with some reviews of the August dramas because I think Love Next Door is finishing this week. So I'll make a review about that. And then I have some thoughts on No Gain, No Love that I will share. And so yeah. But yeah, you can check my channel out for more videos. And yes, that will be all for this one. Thank you for watching and bye-bye.